Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do your December the 15th, just for today, in a meditation. The title of the meditation for today is The Joy of Sharing. The Joy of Sharing. There is a spiritual principle of giving away what we have been given in Narcotics Anonymous in order to keep it. By helping others to stay clean, we enjoy the benefit of the spiritual wealth that we have found. That comes from our basic text, page 49. Time and again in our recovery, others have freely shared with us what was freely shared with them. Perhaps we were the recipients of a 12th step call. Maybe someone picked us up and took us to our first meeting. It could be that someone brought us dinner when we were new. All of us have been given time, attention, and love by our fellow members. We may have asked someone, "What can I do to repay you?" And the answer we received was probably a suggestion that we do the same for a newer member when we were able. As we maintain our clean time and recovery, we find ourselves wanting to do for others the things that someone did for us, and happy that we can. If we heard the message while in a hospital or institution, we can join our local H&I subcommittee. Perhaps we can volunteer on the NA helpline, or we can give of our time, attention, and love to a newcomer we are trying to help. We've been given much in our recovery. One of the greatest of these gifts is the privilege of sharing with others what's been shared with us, with no expectation of reward. It's a joy to find we have something that can be of use to others, and that joy is multiplied when we share it. Today, we can do so freely and gratefully. Just for today, I have been given much in my recovery, and I am deeply grateful for it. I will take joy in being able to share it with others as freely as it was shared with me. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference just for today. Please and thank you. So we're talking about the joy of sharing, and we're talking about being able to help others, give back freely what was freely given to us, and it helps us to go through some of the things that might have been given to us. Someone may have brought the meeting into the treatment center that we were in. Maybe they were a part of the H&I, and they came into a hospital or institution. It could have been a hospital. It could have been a prison. It could have been any institution that wanted to have NA accessible to its patients, its clients. And so maybe if that's something that we benefited from, we might consider joining that subcommittee and being a part of carrying that message. The NA helpline has been something that has always interested me. That helpline is something where you take shifts. Having the phone, I believe if they still do it the same way, having the 1-800 line for your area forwarded to your personal line during a certain period of time. And I think that's very interesting. You know, people that call the NA helpline and they get someone on the other end, the person you're getting on the other end has dedicated this space of time within 24 hours to be available. They may not do it every day, but they've dedicated this. And the organization that it takes to actually have the helpline covered people rarely even think about it. They rarely think about what all goes into the NA helpline. But maybe if you benefited from it, maybe you might want to be a part of that. It varies. Everyone has different ways of giving. But the point here is that this is the joy of sharing. This is the joy of being able to extend the opportunity of recovery to others. We've been given much in our recovery, and I know that each of us, myself included, we're deeply grateful for it. But when we share it with others in a way that it was shared with us, it solidifies our gratitude. We are putting action into the claim of having gratitude. And I'm deeply grateful, and I try to give every day. So today, what I want for you to do is to be thinking, how have I given back in recovery? How have I given back? Now, for most of us, that might come in the form of doing some service work. For some of us that always do service work, it may be in the form of the spirit of rotation and allowing others to learn how to do what you've been doing for years, right? And finding something else or some other way to give, and so you have to be deeply self-reflective about it and make sure that whatever you do, yourself, your spirit, your energy, right? Your wholeness, your well-being is included in that. We don't want to just haphazardly start releasing, stepping away from service positions. We don't want to haphazardly take them on. We want to consider them so that we know that it's something that we can respectfully and honorably maintain. But I'm sure whatever it is you do, that is going to give you joy. And it's going to give other people joy as well. And that is the joy of sharing. My name is MightyStream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose.